Well, hi, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jessa, and it is very nice to see you. And today we are, of course, jumping back into Disco Elysium. I'm very much looking forward to this, as it has now officially been about a week since I played, and I really need to stop doing that because my shit memory always comes back to bite me in the butt every time I leave too long between sessions. But I'm well prepared for this today. I've got plenty of water and plenty of coffee too. Are you prepared also before we get started? Something to drink, something to eat, something to snuggle on, maybe somebody to snuggle with. Then if you are as ready as I am, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, maybe hitting the hype button too if it's available to you. And let's get to this, shall we? Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked to be back here. Last time we of course finished day one, which was wild. What an upsetting ending to that day. Our boy Harry here went back to his room to get some sleep and ended up having a horrendous nightmare. Oh, he's kind of adorable. Look at him doing his little stretch. He had a really awful nightmare in which he saw himself. He saw himself hanging in the place of the corpse he's investigating, hanging by a disco ball, just to make it all weirder. I mean, that sequence was shocking, weirdly, beautifully devastating, and definitely intriguing too. I'm so curious what kind of direction this game is going. It is full of the weirdest things I have ever experienced in a game. How do I do things? Hang on, let me do that little refresher for myself. Okay, we got the character sheet with all these things. All right. We've got our inventory. Yes. The journal. Let's see what things we gotta do right now. A lot of things. And we obviously don't have to do all of them. That's something I learned. Okay, I still have to find more money because it's every day that we need to pay for the room. Makes sense. The rest of the armor. Who is in the Union box? Still have to get the fucking body down, which is wild. Somehow make it so that the bloated corpse isn't up there anymore. Shoot it down or ask for help. Do something. You're a cop. He is, in fact, a cop, but I have absolutely no idea how to get that body down. I have no idea. He certainly tried and failed, clearly. So... but maybe our good friend will help us today. I know we weren't able to. First we were throwing up at the very sight, or smell, rather, of the body. Then we tried to shoot it down. That was a big failure. Shot the body in the chest. Not great. Not great. Let's see what we can do today. Hello? You in there, bud? No? Okay.
The door is closed.
The door is in fact closed. Okay, bye. Let's go downstairs, I guess. Time to start the day. Whoa! Oh my god, look at this! Things are different today. I guess it makes sense. Things will be different from day to day in this game. I see that he wants to talk, but I don't even know where he is. Oh, if I click on his portrait, it'll just take me to him. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you? He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
He points to the mess hall doors. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Sorry you didn't sleep well, Kim.
One loose thread less to worry
Oh.
about. And one big problem to replace it.
Okay, one big problem to replace it, huh? Okay. What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinaise isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them.
Why should we talk to them?
Everything points to the Dock Workers Union. The
Yeah.
belt used for hanging him,
I know.
tracks in the mud, The circumstances in Martinaise, my preliminary information.
Thank you for the reminder, Kim. I know it was clear the dock workers union was involved in the murder, but I still love to ask why, in case there was something else I was forgetting. Ugh. Okay.
Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
There are so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements. We could try.
That would just escalate tensions.
That
No
makes sense.
captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Okay.
In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Okay, Kim.
He's not exaggerating about that mortal danger, just calmly factoring it in. Your fists clench and your pulse rises uncomfortably.
Let's roll them.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Okay, do you think we should do that?
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
A power move.
They're
Okay.
in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
All right, thanks, Kim. Hey, look, this lady's still here. How is Gart doing today? Should we find out? Do I want to know? He's so grumpy every time we've talked to him.
Can I help you?
He arches an eyebrow. About my bill for tonight. I don't think I can pay that. Why would I
Got the
even?
20 real.
Not yet. Never
Then
mind.
why are you wasting my time and yours?
Because I'm a butthead. Goodbye. How about this nice lady?
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
She turns back
I'm
to you
glad
with
to
a weary
see you
smile.
again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Howdy, Lena. What's kickin'? That's so friendly. Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Sorry, ma'am. Didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. Huh. Upbeat might cheer her up, huh? Sure. Howdy, Lena. What's kickin'?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
A faint smile tells you she appreciates the effort, but at the moment her mind is on more serious matters.
Okay.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead, too.
That sucks. Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Okay. Why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Oh my goodness. Your husband's missing?
I was
Sad.
also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Fuck. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before? This sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing, and then I'll get back to this. Let's ask. Has he gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window towards the bay. What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist.
Is he?
He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Are they? 'Cause Your husband, at least according to your literal name in the game, your husband's a cryptozoologist. Well, that's interesting.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
That must be really anxiety-provoking. Also, come to think of it, cryptozoologist, right? I know that has to do with studying animals that may or may not exist, mythological creatures. And I know that sounds silly. However, I am starting to realize that this game has a supernatural element that I don't think quite occurred to me is a real thing. I think I've been interpreting this kind of supernatural or supranatural, as the game calls it, type of vibe. I feel like I've been interpreting that as Harry kind of losing his mind or Harry's mind kind of playing tricks on him and disconnecting from reality. Well, that seems to be a completely false assumption. Honestly, some of these things he talks to in his mind are incredibly supernatural seeming. Which ones is it again? For example, the Spirit de Corpse, or whatever it's called, this one. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Makes sense. And then sometimes it seems to give him flashes of other things that are happening at the exact same time, which is wild. Same with Shivers. Seems to let him kind of know things that are beyond real knowing. I wonder if we'll be able to find her husband.
The water lock. That was broken.
Oh.
Could this be it?
Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? Well, Gary seems to be his assistant, maybe. But the water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Proceed. Well, let's ask this before we do the whole proceeding thing.
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that.
She smiles.
Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
Okay. The water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Well, wouldn't you know, it's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell right into the water.
Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
Ooh, I hope so.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired, and it's cold out there.
If I see him, I will let him know you're here, when or if I get there. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when or if I get there. Accept the task. Or I could reject the task, but we'll accept it.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
So your husband is some kind of scientist. Tell me more about Morel, looks, character, your relationship. Ooh. But then also, tell me more about this rare insect. I want to hear about that. Let's do it.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Why? He doesn't like it? I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but...
A who? A who?
Oh, yeah. Here comes the interesting.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us officers.
She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully.
There's a touch of awe in the way she enunciated the creature's name.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Establishment. I thought so.
His suspicion is confirmed. Yeah. What makes you think the phasmid is around here? Is it dangerous? Is it valuable? Does it have cool powers? What makes you think it's around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
Ghost insect. Incredible. So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have.
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insular Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
That doesn't necessarily make sense, sweetie. A lot of creatures in the world hide themselves very, very well, and they're also predators. It's part of why they hide themselves so well. But anyway, is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries even.
Okay, so what's so special about this stick bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
The woman's face flushes with embarrassment.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Why don't you tell me more about him? His looks, his character, your relationship?
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
Well, how long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
16th. That's sweet. How'd you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm
Aw.
ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She smiles wistfully.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I wonder if it's important. Maybe. What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
That's very sweet, lady. Interesting that this is how you describe him, when I think most people would probably describe more basics, you know, hair color, eye color, that kind of thing. This is a very sweet way to describe him, though. I love it. His expression's slightly grumpy, but his eyes are bright and curious like a little boy's. I love that, sweet lady. Oh my goodness.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Right? Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Okay.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
Okay. Well, I think I have all the information I need now.
I hope I've been useful.
So your husband is some kind of scientist. I mean, she's been telling us about that, but I am so curious.
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
Yes. That certainly confirms Kim's suspicions, doesn't it? What is cryptozoology? Let's go for it.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. and people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Listen, this is obviously some kind of different universe to ours. What she's saying could be real, I don't know. But it's very funny coming from our world. Very, very funny. Jesus.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Oh, there's a high chance of succeeding this? Okay. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. I would love that. Tell me.
There's
Yay.
really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Don't mind if I do. Hey, Lena. I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
How nice.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza. Oh my god, I love the sound of that. Okay, Kim, just one little cryptid, I promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids.
Ooh, I've got questions I gotta ask about them. Okay, what's the biggest cryptid? What's the tiniest cryptid? What's the most dangerous cryptid? Is that a cryptid on this pen you gave me? Take out the pen she gave you. Are there any invisible cryptids? What? This has been educational. Sadly, we need to discuss something else now. What's the most dangerous cryptid? Ooh.
The gnome of Jeroma.
Are you serious? The gnome of Jeroma? Doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
They never found their bodies, and they've never seen this cryptid, because if it had been seen for real, it wouldn't be called a cryptid. So how do you know it has venom that dissolved the tissue of the bodies? There were no bodies. How do you know?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying.
Mm-hmm.
They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it.
Oh, wow.
It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
Did it? If it died, killed by people, then where is it? Why is it considered a cryptid if it had a body that people could see, where people watched it die?
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of these very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom.
That's not
Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Weird. Okay. Is that a cryptid on this pen you gave me? I don't know why I want to ask it, but I'm asking it.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
I was wondering if you would say something. Okay, we can move on for now. Would be dishonorable.
He nods approvingly.
That's all for now, ma'am. Bye. Oh, boy. Oh, hey, gardener lady. What you doing in here? How are you today? I'm still wearing your gloves.
Let me handle this.
Oh, the woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, lieutenants. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
Goodness. So you're not a gardener. Enough. Let's talk seriously. I mean, no trouble. I'm here to do my job. That's all. You're right, Lieutenant. She did seem friendlier sitting on that corner. You're not a gardener?
That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, okay. It feels like she's waiting for a reaction of some sort. Well, I mean, no trouble. I'm just here to do my job. That's all.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
You know exactly who we're looking for? We didn't even know exactly who we're looking for. She points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinaise does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Wow.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What is your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Goodness. Well, what if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinaise, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it.
Okay.
You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it. Then I am perfectly happy not to say it. Thank you so much, Volition. Volition is one I want to listen to. It's given me that sense. I need to listen to Volition. Why are you so aggressive, though?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
I mean, again, I don't know this world. I don't know how violent the RCM really is. But for the most part, you would think you wouldn't consider police to be enforcing violence. You would think that they would be enforcing non-violence, right? You know, stopping violence. That's sort of the whole point of them. Not to say that even in the real world, police actually do their job, but I would hope, you know, that's like the whole point of the police, or it's supposed to be.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, the tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. Okay, Titus Hardy.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Oh my gosh, the world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. Wow. The privatization is not unlawful. It's just cool and funny. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. Goodness. Huh. I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Imagine saying that it's not unlawful, it's funny. That's an insane response. Wow. Sure, let's go ask some questions.
Let's.
Her expression stiffens. Jesus, I should talk to Titus then. Goodbye, dude. Good fucking bye. Oh, we got an autosave. Uh-oh. Okay. Is this the same dude who was sitting here in day 1, too? Oh, I can't actually walk over to him? Okay, good to know. I know Kim said we don't have to go in here yet. So maybe I will walk in here. And see how this dude's doing. Hello.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Oh, did we already ask him this yesterday? I think we might have. I'm gonna ask it again, though. Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Thank you so much, composure. Stay masculine. A hilarious way to end a conversation. Sure. What's this about? The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. Can't wait to change out of these rags. Ooh. Okay. Interesting moment there. Monica's titties are big. Fascinating. Unbelievable. Sorry, should I not have walked in here? What's this? It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco, of course. How about these things on the wall? Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside.
Look out the window. Wow, that's hilariously low chance to succeed at this check. For just looking out a fucking window. Squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there behind the glass.
There's something out there.
Yeah, your mother.
Well, there's honestly no fucking way. No fucking way that I would make this check, but mysterious door seen is an interesting reason to have a +1 here. I'm gonna revert my gaze. Leave. I'm wondering if maybe I should leave for... What's this? Wait, well, there's something over here. What's this? Oh, it's money. Hey. Okay. I've gained 50 Royale. Do I really want to go in there and talk to them, or should I go outside first? I'm gonna do a quick save and then actually talk to him, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hi. So,
This is where you say your bed.
a broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Okay.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you, maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
Don't say anything yet. first we need to talk about your attitude, or we need to talk about the man hanged out back. Why would I not say anything yet? Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason I would want to not say anything yet? I don't know. Kim said we didn't have to, but he didn't give a particularly good reason why we wouldn't want to talk to him yet. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him.
Ham?
A real looker, that won't.
No, I'm not talking about ham. I'm talking about a corpse. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. But yeah, I guess it's about ham. A real looker, that literal corpse.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Glenn nods along.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Okay, Shanky. And also, what a fucking name. Shanky?
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut
Yeah.
out for them.
A hell of a job?
I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps his forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
If you say so, Liz. Thank you.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard.
Ooh,
Chances are they're going to match.
that's interesting. Okay. Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine.
Okay. Nice hat.
Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian. In his late 30s, early 40s. A symmetric burn on his neck, resembling the letters Loss Loss. Has he tried to burn it off?
Ooh.
Leave that life behind?
Interesting. Gang tattoos that he's maybe tried to burn away. Huh. Okay. Elaine?
And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
A plectrum? And the little guy. Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
Okay. And the little guy?
Size 41.
Where?
With the light step. Not a child, after all. An older
Oh,
man
Shanky.
with a
Okay.
rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Shanky's got some teeth missing.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
Okay then.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing. The odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the eighth Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. Should I ask, did you do it before or after? The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your boot prints all over the scene? I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. You're involved somehow. I just don't have proof yet. The first two are calling to me. The third one is also appealing. But these guys are assholes, clearly. So I have a funny feeling they wouldn't respond very well to talking about an occult vision out of nowhere. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
There you go. Thanks for the confession,
As he
bruh.
speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
Wow.
We did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Aha. So, you just confess to murder.
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Okay, Liz, but he just admitted to murder, so you murdered him just like that. No remorse. Who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur? Why did you kill him? How did you kill him? Why don't I just arrest you? I think the how is really clear, but she said these honest men have equally come forth. All 7 of them, right? I don't fully believe that. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy boy without arresting all Hardy boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. Address Elizabeth. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others. Address Titus. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. Point at Titus. You do. You give the commands. Point at Elizabeth. I thought she did. Point at Fat Angus. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Ooh, ouch. Bow to the bearded man. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. Wow. Honestly, she keeps speaking for them. I kind of have the urge to say that. I thought she did.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
No shit.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
I need more coffee. Hold on a second. Now, why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line in my town.
He was a mercenary, and that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Martinaise Special Forces.
Huh.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Huh. Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces? Or, right, but what did he actually do wrong? Both very good questions, oh god. Let's start with how do you even know he was in Special Forces?
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Martinaise, goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Did he?
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Martinaise paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
What?
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Well, that's weird, but what did he actually do wrong besides just yelling?
Wrong. He harassed women.
What?
Raped one. Harassed workers. Threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wiped spittle from his mouth. Did he really? Did he really? Did he really, though? Like, actually.
There's a slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
He does? That's interesting. I wonder why. Does he regret it because he just shouldn't have said it for whatever reason? Or did it not happen? Why would he mention it if it didn't happen? Regretting saying it does not really sound like he was trying to lie on purpose, so I'm very curious now.
To kill us all. If we don't open the gates. If we don't let the scabs in. If we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls, grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
Oh my goodness.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic, a beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs,
Her
starts
legs,
screaming.
wow. Wow.
Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Huh. So then somebody else got raped? What?
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Right, but who did he rape then? That is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinaise matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
I guess I'll try. I feel like it's going to piss him off, though. I'm going to ask for one last time. Who did the dead man rape?
Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough.
Fuck off, Carl. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment.
That's so sad.
What are you talking about? Embarrassment. If someone has been
That's how I-
sexually assaulted, we need to...
There's nothing to be embarrassed about if you've been sexually assaulted, although other people often will make somebody feel that way, like there's something to be embarrassed by or ashamed of, but it's never true. Being sexually assaulted in any way is never the victim's fault. Ever.
What you need is to get the fuck out of my face. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks.
Oof.
He's dead. It's done.
You hear the aluminium crack in his palm as he squeezes the beer can.
As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but...
What follows is a slow head shake.
It won't be for long, she means. It's true. She was the only thing holding him back.
Oof. When did this hanging incident occur? I know that we know already it happened about a week ago, but maybe knowing exactly when would actually help?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known this victim, guy?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Fair.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Genuinely have no idea who you guys are. So...
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Okay. Pines cow.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
The lieutenant pretends to check his notes.
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over. Huh.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
Okay.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Fuck. Don't waste your last questions. How did you kill him? And you murdered him just like that with no remorse. I mean, clearly he did. And it's clear how, because, you know, the thing around his neck. They hanged him. That's very clear. How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck.
It was obvious.
Until
I don't
he
know.
got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
It was.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. Certainly enough to not put up with this backsass. Deliver a knockdown observation.
A knockdown observation? We need more. Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams. Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports about screaming. Yeah.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Okay.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
The small man points at you. Where did this overpowering happen? Wasn't he a trained killer from the Oranese Special Forces? If yes, then how did you manage to overpower him? Now that's interesting. Where did this overpowering happen? Oh, things aren't quite right here, are they? Wasn't he a trained killer from Oranese Special Forces, apparently? If yes, then how did you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Okay.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Where did this overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Oh, right here, huh? Okay, Shanky.
Titus lets the others clear out the details, so he doesn't get his hands muddy with explaining too much.
Okay. Ooh, we got a +1 to this now, because Shanky might be lying. It cannot be retried. All right.
Actually,
Fuck.
they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
All of them? Maybe one of them is fidgeting, cracking under the pressure?
Well, this one. But
Shanky.
he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Great, okay. Well, I guess I have other questions about the lynching then.
Like what, Copper?
So you murdered him just like that? No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Well, Harry actually does not remember, but probably.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as though that's worse than dying. Yes, but these were all bad people. Criminals. The scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. Wow. Oh, boy. I'm tempted to say this first one. Those were all bad people, criminals, scum of the earth. I might not feel that way. I don't believe that people who are criminals, as a general term, inherently deserve death or even prison necessarily. Depends on the criminal, of course. But it's a strange thing to say when you consider that it sounds like our murder victim was a bad person too. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh?
I'd like
Ever
to
been
think
in
so.
solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
He's clearly been in solitary confinement, and at a young age, nonetheless.
Oh, that's so sad. It's really sad.
So he's hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
The lieutenant replies dryly. Why don't I just arrest you? Step closer to Titus. Oh, I'm scared to do that, to be honest. But it's a question, you know, it's not going to conclude the questioning. Because this one will. Why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
He takes a step closer, fixing his ball cap.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
Oof.
Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to actually confront him right now. This is a lot of people and they're armed. Like the brain said. Easy now. Let's just talk. Back it off.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
Okay. So, what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinaise, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Yeah, Kim. Tell it. Yeah, Kim, tell it.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Real law officials, huh? Huh.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Apparently not. Ooh. Bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. A very bad chance. I'm not going to do it. But I found 8 sets of footprints. But there's only 7 of you here. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
What?
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Glenn wants to hire someone, a woman, and I'm wondering if that woman is the 8th person.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here.
Probably is,
Now what the
honestly.
fuck do you want, cop?
The 8th person is probably the woman who was assaulted by that fucking guy.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
Apparently. Oy.
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Yikes.
Good. We are all watching each other.
The lieutenant
Officer,
adjusts
your question.
His spectacles.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna take off now. Yes, I am. Goodbye, Hardy Boys. My. Whoop! Autosave. All right, Kim, I feel like we should go outside now. We still gotta go get the body down at some point. And it's raining. Cool. Oh, hey, can we go back in here? I want to go back in here. Wait, no, not yet. Not yet, not yet. First, let's go check out the body again. Oh, there's a person up here. Where is she? What is happening? Is she on the roof or something? How did she get up there, and how can I get up there? And is that the same woman who talked to us earlier? Like in the very beginning of the game? Like within the first few minutes of the game, she talked to us once and had an incredibly uncomfortable conversation in which she gave us wrong information about alcohol and testosterone. I don't think there's any way up to the roof, therefore, maybe we should, in fact, just go to the body again. I really wish I still knew how to deal with the running thing, because when I click... Okay, looks like I have to double tap caps lock. Not what I would have expected. Oh boy, there he is again. What are we gonna do, dude? How are we gonna get him down from there? We keep trying and nothing's working.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
I'm leaving again. What's this? How can we get over to where you are, kid? I feel like there's a way and I just don't know the way. I don't know how to get over there. Forgot. I think I have to go all the way around. Should I? Or should I talk to this kid again? Let's talk to the kid again. Oh.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. Okay. I'm leaving
Kuno
again.
doesn't fucking care?
Clearly. Huh. Kid has nothing. Body has nothing. There's this woman that we can't speak to, but she is in fact here. Wait, what? If I click on this, he starts walking. Wait, is there actually a way there? No, there's no actual way there, silly. Well, okay then. Fine. Let's go back in here then, because I am curious about what was in here. I feel like there was things I didn't properly check out. Or things that I didn't finish doing or something. What is this?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
Oh, is it? Chimney, making me think roof. There was a lady on the roof.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
Oh.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating! Or maybe it's the entity. I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. That's a huge assumption. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Those voices I heard. Maybe it's the malignant entity. Plaisant says it lives in a chimney. Yell hello into the furnace. I can't resist. Hello?
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello?
You hear a woman's voice answer.
You've awakened the entity.
This is the police. Who's there? I summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. That's hysterical. This is the police. Who's there? Or I could say, hello, are you there? Speak to me. Let's say this is the police.
Hello? Did you say anything?
There's a
I can't
pause.
hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Oh, okay.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Oh, shit. A safety curtain on the second floor?
After you, officer.
Huh. Okay. Leave. After you where? The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. Okay, there's gonna be a curtain on the second floor, apparently. Who'd have fucking thought? Not me. Is there anything else I missed down here? Because I just keep feeling like there was. I'm remembering editing, right? I remember editing the last one. Or was it the one before that? And I feel like there was stuff in here that I did not click on even though I meant to. Oh. Hey, Kim, I'm trying to pick up the money that you're now standing in front of. Yay, thank you. A cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the street. Cool. Any chance I can walk further this way? Not at all. Got it. It just seemed like there was stuff back here that I was completely missing, and I think maybe now I am misremembering. Maybe I'm thinking of a different area. There was stuff I didn't click on. Because sometimes there's moments, those are normal moments I think, where I'm highlighting everything and I still manage to just not click on everything. Should I go up this way? No, I feel like this way is going to be faster for us to go this way. Why am I having a hard time walking through this place? God damn it. Okay, here we go. Up the stairs. Let's go. Or not. Hello. Thank you. A curtain, huh? Is it not this person? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know, because it seemed like they were in this building, right?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
No, not that. Oh, is that money? Hold on, is that money? It is, but I can't get it. Wait, I clicked on it and now he's running. You serious? Is there actually a way to get that money? I'm just waiting to see where he's running to, because hell yeah. Where you going, dude? Here? Okay. So we can't get up there, huh? At least not this way. Maybe from up here, though. Whoa. Maybe. Whoa. Nah, of course we still can't get in there. Why would we? That's silly. Well, then how? How? Oh my god, why can't I? Whatever. Curtain on the second floor. There's a chance it was in this building, so let's go into this building first, I guess. You're a new person here, right? I don't remember seeing you. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. Hello. No ceremonies, just a hello.
Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
You don't have a name or anything?
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Okay. What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
She reverts her attention to a worn-out paperback. Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Oh. Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
I don't know. That's a really random thing to say. Maybe your husband's missing? Maybe.
My husband? No, he's not.
So who's your husband then? Where is he?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
I don't know where it's going either. I just started saying things to her. So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but...
She's annoyed.
I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
When you like to, there's only one option now. I kind of regret saying all this. Oh, fuck.
No.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. Okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing indeed. Goodbye, lady.
Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocket watch. I wouldn't just lose him.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
Hush, baby. Jesus Christ. It's okay.
What?
No, I was talking to myself. I should stop. It's okay. Or I could say it's all right not to know where your husband is. There's nothing shameful in that.
Who said
Sure.
anything about shame? Stop talking down to me.
Okay.
My husband is not missing.
Bye.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
No. Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
Why would she say that if she has, cigarette stains on her fingers? I know for a fact that you smoke.
Why do you think that I smoke?
I suspect I may possess supernatural abilities. No, your hands look like they belong to a heavy smoker.
It's not like yours look much better.
She says while eyeing yours. Fair. Take a look at your hands.
She is right. Your hands look even worse than hers.
Yeah.
With tiny cuts and gushes covering your skin like a spider web. Your fingertips have become an ugly shade of brown.
No, dude, there's only one option. I should not have even brought up the smoking, huh? Just give me a cigarette, please. I'm so sad. Harry, you don't need a cigarette. Just give me a cigarette, please.
I already told you I don't have any. Go bother someone else.
Right.
She's lying. She's goddamn lying. She has smokes.
Okay, thanks, no problem. We're backing away.
She sighs.
Maybe your cockatoo is missing or your children are missing. I think if her children were missing, she might say at least something about that to someone who's offering her help as a police officer, right? This is so weird and random. Why are we randomly assuming that this woman has a problem with somebody missing? I don't know why we would think that. That's all for the moment. I will let you
The
read.
woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Okay, goodbye. Oh my, she says. Okay. Should we go in here and go to the second floor and see what's up? Maybe. Hi, lady. I don't remember if we actually interacted with all of these book stands, but...
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Look through the display
Rows
books.
and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from Heimdall and the snow crabs.
Huh.
Those snow crabs are worse than they sound.
Really? Weird. Is that all?
Not even close.
Oh.
Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves.
Huh.
Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall, Heimdall burning. There's even the Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdall Man, and so much more.
Wild. Pain threshold? We've got a high chance for this? Okay. Do any of the books call out to me?
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Weird. Sorry guys, I went to the bathroom real fast, but let's see. Where were we? Pain threshold. Why pain threshold? What's happening? Holy shit. Ow.
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man.
Sounds like fun cover art.
She's laughing at him, belittling him.
Oh.
Between the throne and the Hyamdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyamdal and the Devil Woman.
Wow, and the two responses, you could say interesting or, aren't all women devil women? Wow. Sweetie pie. Harry, my man. You are projecting, it sounds like. You're seeing this image on a storybook, like a fictional book, with a woman that has a headdress with devil horns. And your thought is, oh, well, of course, because all women are devil women. Girl, you clearly have some kind of experience with women, or at least a woman that has completely skewed your perspective. That's so sad. I'm not gonna say that. I refuse to say that because no. Interesting. Actually, I'm changing my mind. I don't want to say it because I obviously don't believe it. And I would love for Harry to not believe it too. However, I'm extremely curious what kind of thing is going to result from saying it. I mean, we're saying it like to myself, it seems, not out loud. But I wonder what kind of line of thinking this will lead to. Oh, I can't resist. Aren't all women devil women?
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There's also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region.
Huh.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
I can buy the book. I'm very curious why I could buy the book. I won't because, well, apparently I actually do have the money for it, but I'm not going to buy it because I need my money for my hotel room. Tell me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyamdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Little imagination and nothing to do. Imagine thinking that people who like fantasy have little imagination. That's bananas to me. Honestly, people who think fantasy is dumb, those are usually the kind of people that I would say have little imagination. Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyamdala Man, the Man from Hyamdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Well, I actually am not gonna buy a book right now, so I guess there's no point in that. Thanks, though. Bye. Okay. Whoa, autosave. Hello. I think we looked at everything up here. Probably. What about this?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Oh.
There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Paranatural. What books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf.
Whoa.
That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no.
What? Opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. What?
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
Okay.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Interesting. How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
Incredible. So we've got some super anti-science-y books. They're not just paranormal books, they're anti-science books. Wow. Anti-science and anti-medicine. That's really fucked up.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
That is a very interesting way to put it, because it is pretty true also. Not necessarily 100% true. Because it's also true that the mind and body are very connected, and through certain amounts of willpower, your body can begin a healing of sorts. But it's not, just thinking, just mental willpower, that's never going to heal actual illness. It's not. But your body can cope better with illness when your mind is in a better place. Your body is affected by your mind is affected by your body. It's all a big cohesive system. You can't really have one without the other. But I still consider this to be mostly true, even if it's a bit oversimplified.
It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
What? That's not what? That not what I would have thought that meant, but okay. Does it say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Wild.
This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
That's what I'm wondering. Oh, that's a very high. Oh. Okay, I'll try it.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What's the pale?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's this book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale. Even better if you can find someone else, preferably a large man dressed in nothing but a towel, to thrash you while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool slab.
What? This is absolutely bonkers. That does sound painful, but there's something hilarious about saying that sounds invigorating. I can't resist that. It sounds invigorating, I guess.
It is, and good for the circulation, too.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits, like vodka or whiskey, that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
And what does this pale-aged liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
I should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is in there? What else is in there? How is that possible? I think I've heard enough. I should probably get my hands on some of that, right? But, I mean, how is that possible?
Is it any more improbable than anything else that human beings put their faith in?
look, human beings put their faith in a lot of improbable things or even impossible things, but liquor to restore your damaged liver? That is the most insane thing that I have ever heard. Fucking, what is it again? Distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey aged in the pail. No! Aged vodka or whiskey is not going to help your damaged liver. It's going to continue damaging your liver. What? Fair enough, I guess, but my goodness, what else is in there?
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale. Though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
Wild.
This is exactly what you need.
What, nudity?
I don't know. I don't want to be the party pooper, but this pale territory sounds sort of dangerous. Maybe you shouldn't walk in it naked.
Huh. Anything else of note?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Oh, goodness. Well, I certainly don't need that. I don't really know, but...
You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf.
Okay. I'm going to leave now because I'm not buying shit right now. Not until I've, paid for my motel room again. Okay. Oh, look at this image. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a curtain here through which we got to that basement area that we were just in, where we were able to talk to that lady through the furnace. She talked about a curtain, and this is the only curtain that I could remember seeing. I guess we'll go back and see if there's another curtain that I missed. This is not a curtain, this is a dumbbell.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Bye. Never mind. What is this? Whoa. He wants to talk, apparently.
It's dark.
The lieutenant states the obvious.
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Oh, right. Ha! Silly me. Fair point. Totally obvious.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight. After you've acquired it, go to your inventory and equip it in a held slot.
You got it. Here we go. There you go. We officially have our flashlight. And here we are. What is that? Did I look at it last time I was in here? Whoa! That scared the shit out of me, this little figure. You see this shit? Terrifying. Fucking mannequins. Ooh. Oh, creepy. What? Production schedule filament memory. Items? What is this? Huh. Okay. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand, its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer? Wait a fucking second. Is this the drawer that I fucking thought I clicked on, didn't, and then noticed in editing? Because I've been running around now trying to find what drawer or something I hadn't clicked on that I remembered seeing when I was editing. It must have been this. Because what the fuck is that? Radio computer, isn't that like this thing that we found before? let's see. Let's see what we can do.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Insert the production schedule, dude.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Oh, shit. Press play again.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Oh boy.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Oh boy. What's the production schedule? Why did you call me Fortress Accident? Why? What are you, a machine? Or are you alive? I'm fairly certain it is a person on the other end, you silly baby, you. Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Oh. Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. What is the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean that glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yeah, I think so. That's what it was labeled as, wasn't it?
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? Wow. Is it my birthday? This is the police. Please open this thing. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? No. That's so sweet. I feel like I should say it's the police, though. This is the police. Please open the thing. Wait. Now I'm not sure. The minute I said it, the minute it came out of my mouth, I stopped being sure about it. Because people seem to hate the fucking police here, huh? This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
Okay.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Okay.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
A password I'm ready. Oh my gosh. A password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
I didn't think so. Is it my birthday? That is the stupidest question. Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know the password then.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do.
Yeah, now I feel like a jerk.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now. Pressing the off button / silent.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Without a password, I don't think we can print shit, but should I try again?
Nothing happens.
Yeah, of course. Leave. Okay. What? We looked at these, right?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
I'm gonna leave. What's this? A door! Here's the door we went through. Wait a second. Was there another place? Hold on. Back we go. Gotta make sure that I haven't missed shit. This is where he came in through, right? Wait, no. We came through this way. Oh, wait, so then what's over here? My bad. You gotta check everything out. Oh, fuck. Stairs! Oh my god, there's stuff up here. Is this another set of stairs? Another up direction? Cool. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Postcard La Delta 51. Let's check it out. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist. Vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. What's up here? Oh my god, there's a person up here. This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Oh. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. My god. Huh. And you? Who are you? Should I make a quick save first? Yeah. What's up, bruh? Oh.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm
hi.
Nia.
Hello, Nia. A bird-like woman sits on the throne of tools. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools, with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Masquerade? This is so wild.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Okay. Hold on. What do you mean by Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Ah, she pats the headphones on the table. Okay.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Well, you must have confused me with someone else, because I did not knock on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker.
I see that.
Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. Huh. There's something amusing. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. Cool.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
Okay. How did you become a dice maker? I'd like to order a die from you. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? Ooh. Or I could say, hey, where are we anyway? What is this place? Also a good question. How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Cool. Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? Actually, I think I want to start by asking her what this place is. Where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
That is a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
She's not an entity, she's just a person.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room. Its ceiling fades into shadows above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls in from the furnace shaft above. Wait, how do you explain what happened to all the companies then? Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies. She is convinced. How do you explain what happened to all those companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Good point. Plaisance is actually the one who sent me, though. She's convinced that this place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Plaisance is a wise woman. She has Seminese trinkets protecting her against the curse. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. Very different vibes coming from each of these comments. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. Wow. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's why I'm here to investigate. Wild. Plaisance is a wise woman. She has Seminese trinkets protecting her against the curse. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one.
Ah, the Seminese trinkets, of course.
She nods as though this explains everything.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? Yes, but it is still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. Well, how do we know? No, the whirling isn't doing well either. This waste just took off, and customers are having trouble paying bills. Hold on. The whirling is part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Well, the whirling actually isn't doing that well. Its waitress just took off, and customers are having trouble paying bills.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie scattered there, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Okay, Half-Light, okay. You're a little bit paranoid sometimes, but at least that part of our brain is, trying to look out for us, even if it's just coming across as a little delusional. I have a funny feeling there probably aren't demons, or she's not in cahoots with demons, or maybe there are demons, and what the hell do I know? Placence thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you, have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. Wow. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. I feel like this would potentially just turn them against each other. Would it be a good idea to sort of gas her up? Maybe she'd be more willing to talk to us? Maybe. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. I don't fucking know if it does or even if it's real, but I'm gonna say it because it might make her happy. And then maybe she'll talk to us.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse. It's capitalism.
She is not wrong.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
Oh my gosh.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Interesting. I think it still might be you that's causing this. Wow. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Yeah, that is how I feel. That certainly seems to be the way of things. Of course, what the fuck do I know? That's what I keep saying. There does seem to be some kind of supernatural element in this game, but I cannot figure out how much of it is real. If any of it is real, or if it's really just Harry having this strange sort of awareness that other people don't seem to have. But I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Apparently I've got an update in the journal I would love to look at.
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Apparently not. But okay. Now that I was real nice to her, what do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling
Nothing
arrays?
really. I didn't know him.
Oh.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, Detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus? And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window? Do you often work Sunday nights? Let's start with that. Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Okay. But what do you mean by the daily ruckus exactly?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
Oh.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks up at the window. Pale light comes in. You never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Okay. Well then, thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Oh, do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
She adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair. Ooh, okay. Lots of different stuff here. Used to be a hair salon here. What happened to the gym? What's up with the broken windows? Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around. Creepy mannequins, rotor blades and skis, a strange machine. A terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar. The building's intercom, but it's not working. Goodness. Let's start with I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Hey. She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
She liked them.
Oh.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
Huh. What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind the curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Or they must have been on a gigantic ego trip. It did look impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
True. Poor Harry. Having a substance use problem and working is not a good combination. Because it completely interferes with every aspect of your life. It consumes every ounce of bandwidth, basically, that your mind and ability to focus can even have. It can lead to so much burnout, even to try. Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right, they should have just tried harder. Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
Her eyes wander to the shelves full of dye prototypes and discarded models.
Something strains her face before she looks up again.
Strains her face. Okay.
Anything else?
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was Artemitep? Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. How did that community project work out? Aha, so the last two are going to conclude things. Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work. Who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
That's kind of nice. Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. Maybe. Honestly, that kind of an outlet, a physical outlet for aggressive young people is so important and helpful for getting that shit out so they can live more productive, happy lives without bottling all the aggression. It's really good. It's really healthy.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
Really? You don't know Kuno? I'm very surprised by that. He's a... That's certainly one way to describe him, and oddly enough, it's not so wrong. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Wow. He's sort of the king around here. That's hysterical. A little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh, yes. You mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yep.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out of the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Yeah. How did that community project work out? Or judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it? Yeah, let's ask her, though, before just saying it outright. How did that community project work out?
It didn't.
Yeah.
If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinaise even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh.
You should have known it.
What? No, don't believe the shitty rumor. Don't do it. We don't need substances. No, we're fine. We've got our job to occupy all our brain space. We don't need to fill it with bullshit.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
What? Insect rights activists? What in the name of... I didn't know insects had any rights or activists. What in the name of... Huh?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Oh. Okay.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. That's so cute. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. That's actually not true. Insects are a lot more conscious and feeling than we ever gave them credit for. And I feel like the best examples that you need are to look at ants and, in particular, bees. there have been studies showing just how conscious these animals are. They can make choices. They can even choose to play and have fun, which is not productive, not conducive to, food, survival, reproduction, all the things that you would assume something that isn't conscious, an animal that's not conscious, would, be driven by, just the need to survive. But if a creature can actively choose to do something unproductive for the sake of nothing but fun, isn't that consciousness in some way? That's how I feel about consciousness, and bees can literally have fun and play with each other. Ants have whole ass societies where they also sometimes play and have fun, and for the most part work together, but for the most part are just so social, working together, building things together, more complex things than most humans have ever built with their own two hands. It's wild that people think insects don't have brains or feelings. And I say that as a bit of an insect hater. Yes, I know, forgive me. I actually don't hate insects, but some of them really do gross me out. I unfortunately am one of those people who has a super phobia of certain insects. I wish I didn't. I really wish I didn't. But can't change our innate fears, right? Can only learn how to cope with them over time. And that is what I've done. Well, I'm glad someone took care of the little guys. I like insects.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the windowsill where a dead fly is lying on its back, legs curled up in a bow tie.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
Probably has to do with that cryptid situation. The stick bugs, the bugs that can hide themselves as reeds. What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
Uh-oh.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieux. Who would have guessed?
Holy shit, snuff milieux. That sounds like snuff films, right? Oh, how horrible.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool. Very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu? I have to know.
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims.
Literally
Some people pay good money to get off on it.
That's what I assumed it would be, and yeah, it's horrible. That's horrible. The fact that there's people who do this kind of thing in the real world is so disturbing.
What does she mean to get off on it?
Come on, addiction brain. Come on, you know exactly what she means.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
The lieutenant turns to you.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
And then she lets the thought go. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Incredible how many men in today's day and age, working class and otherwise, don't like the word genderless either. Fucking can't relate.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with a little bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded. I agree. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair. Whoa, not even if my life depended on it? Wow, Harry, that's quite an attitude to take. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't have any opinions on hairstyles. What is wrong with a bit of experimenting? Those customers should have been more open-minded. Fully agree.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
That's what they always say. We're not there yet. The world isn't ready. Blah, blah. Whatever, I guess. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Oh. Interesting.
But what drugs exactly?
Oh, dear. I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report. That's such a sketchy way of saying it. The addiction part of our brain is the one asking. Let it pass.
Anything else?
What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Huh. Interesting. What do those transmissions say? That's illegal, running off with the company's money like that. Why hasn't he been arrested? What do the transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar, and it sounds like there was a guy who was doing taxidermy, but he was also doing more drugs than he was taxidermy. Let's see if she's got anything else to say about him. There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Ask me about their other ideas? Sure. All right, what about their other ideas? Tell me.
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Wow. She leans back, disapproving.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Apparently not.
Fritta does the same thing.
Oh. Hey, yeah, that's right. We did, in fact, meet someone pretty much like that, huh? I know a girl just like that. She works in Friet as a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly. What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose the people around you? I know a girl just like that. She works in Friet as a cashier. She's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
Oh, she closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out, huh?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Wow. Nod solemnly. It's the market doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared like it could become alive any moment now. I'm sure the bear was trying its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come? Was it because of all the drugs?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Megatherion. Okay. That's pretty cool. I mean, Megatherion sounds like, megafauna. Therion is like a beast, right? So, very literal name. A giant beast. Okay.
Scary, but cool.
Megatherion, huh?
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
Mega wild beast. What is that?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Like a spirit animal.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Or that. Incredible.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Not a noble beast at all. Sounds more like representation of your addiction, to be honest. If your addiction's going to take on any kind of an animal. A giant predator sounds about right. And you know, it's funny. That's bringing to mind a time when I was doing this group art therapy, and I asked everyone in the group to draw an image of their addiction as an animal. What would your addiction look like if it could be externalized from yourself and take on the form of some kind of animal? It was a really fascinating project. We got some really good stuff out of it. And I feel like that's what's happening here for this taxidermy dude.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
I wonder if that's because we've been denying it so much. Telling him not to do the drugs. I don't know, though. Ooh. Grab your necktie and mumble. Not now, you beast. You see the beast thing. He's referring now to the necktie as a beast, right after we're talking about a beast guiding you towards drugs. There's some good old symbolism in this game, and I'm adoring it. Not now, you beast.
What?
Do you ever feel like your vision beast is trying to blackmail the fun out of you? Whoa, what a question.
No, officer. I don't have a vision beast.
Okay.
Normal people don't have vision beasts. Only drug-addled madmen like the taxidermist do.
That was a hypothetical question. Of course they don't. I'm a normal person and I don't have a vision beast. Oh my goodness. What about horrific neckties? Do normal people have horrific neckties? That's hysterical. That's absolutely hysterical. Do normal people have horrific neckties?
Neckties? I guess they do sometimes, officer. But I don't understand how it's relevant to our discussion.
Sorry, guys. I got a phone call in the middle of this conversation. Bad timing, I know. But even worse, my phone was connected to Bluetooth. So are my headphones. And when that happens, unfortunately, sometimes my audio gets all messed up. So I do apologize if that just happened. Sometimes it doesn't, though. So when I'm done filming and I start editing, I guess I'm gonna find out. I really hope it's fine, though. So what did she say? Her eyes moved to the piss-colored cloth tied around her neck. I guess they do sometimes, officer, but I don't understand how it's relevant to our discussion.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
I guess I do. She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the morning light. Her eyes follow it idly.
Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Always?
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
A long time, huh? You love talking about failed businesses? Should I worry that you are, in fact, a malicious entity? Probably not, but, you know. You never know in this game, I guess. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
She rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusty skin. Dusky skin, not dusty, my goodness.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
So you're telling me that you have a doorbell there. Which one? I have a few more questions about the building. Yeah, I guess which one?
The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Okay, well, I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
More questions about the intercom. More questions about the intercom? We didn't have more questions about the intercom, but maybe we will eventually. Ooh. Click it again?
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to know?
Nothing. I lied.
Sure, I'm listening.
I had other questions?
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
A low chance of seeing this, huh? Why hasn't her business failed? I think I'm gonna leave for now. Maybe I'll order a die from her later if I have the money, but I don't have the money yet, so we'll see. Autosave, okay. And look at her. She goes right back to work, puts her headphones on. Good for her, man. Good for her. Is there anything over here? There is nothing over here. Okay. In that case, lady, we're gonna leave, at least for now. Thanks for all the info, though. That was quite helpful. We still don't know the password, though. Any chance there was something on here that would tell us the password? And
Your
I
flashlight
just forgot?
slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
So, again, Shivers is one of those supernatural instincts Harry seems to have, where he's sensing these things that are happening out and about, potentially. Like a flash sideways rather than a flashback or a flash forward. I don't know, man. I don't know. Unwise to look at the bookstore windows? I don't know. I don't know what kind of password that would give us. Doesn't look like any kind of password in particular. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom again. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Should we go back to the bear? Maybe. Let's go back to the bear. And then here we were able to speak to the dice maker. But what happens if we interact
The
with the
bear's
bear?
eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
Nope. Bye. Nothing new, it looks like. That's fine. Whoa.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug
An
the red
electric
cable.
sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Leave. I don't know why that would help. But that's what I did. Fucking hell, I don't know. Hey, bear, I unplugged you. How you feeling about it? You don't seem to care, huh?
The bear's
'Cause you're a bear.
eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
There's not really a reason to have cut off the power, is there? Oh my god, there's a little rat I just saw. That's cute. Alright, we're leaving, because I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I really don't. In fact, I'm considering just... What's this? Oh, there's nothing down here. Okay. I'm considering just plugging it in again, because I do not get... Why?
Only the black cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the red one lies neglected on the floor, somewhere in the dark. A giant electrical mammal stirs to life.
Alright, now I think it's time to leave. Still want to talk to the woman that was up here on this roof or balcony or whatever she's on. And I have no idea how to get to her, which is a problem. It is a problem. Maybe if we walk all the way around. When's the last time we even walked all the way around? I don't know. Been a while since we last talked to Joyce, I guess. Why don't we go talk to Joyce again? Maybe that's an idea. Or the trash can again.
The
I don't know.
dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I don't want to be mean to the mailbox delivery thing. I don't want to be mean to the box. It's an inanimate object, but I still don't want to be mean to it. I'm going to pat it on the head again. Good mailbox, weird little guy. No reason for that,
The
but...
box seems happy.
Bye. So weird. Oh, right, we have some updates. First, let's look at that. Find Morel, the cryptozoologist. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. Investigate the doomed commercial area. Report back to Placence about it. Okay, I'd be happy to. Should we do that first? Oh, what was that? Hold on, what was that?
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
I don't. Case solved? What? Curious what he's gonna say if I say case solved, because I don't know why you would think the case is solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
What? Wait, what did I even crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband, the missing husband, is it? The future leader of a proletarian uprising is a wild thing to say. Some third option? Maybe. Could be her husband, could not be her husband. Seems like that husband isn't even missing, but maybe it is. Maybe he is. I don't know. The fuck do I know? It seems Harry has some surprisingly good instincts for someone who has no memory. So honestly, maybe. What do I know? It's that lady's husband. Maybe.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
This doesn't add up. I'm only making a fool of myself.
Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
I think this is nonsense. I'm discarding the thought.
Not honorable, recruit. Not honorable at all.
Whoops. What if we talk to the drunk? Would it help? What's up, drunk guy? It's hard, you know? It's just so hard sometimes. Poor guy. Alright, let's go talk to... Here. Should we talk to her again? Tell her about the drunk guy? I don't think so.
The woman before you.
Goodbye. I want to go back inside and tell Placence about the lady. The lady in her attic or wherever. Hi. How are you?
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
Teachings, huh? Well, I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Nia, and she is a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker?
Yes.
Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you. No, ma'am, I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. This is the most absurd story. Okay, she's not a sorceress or some malicious entity, as far as we can tell. She's a businesswoman, like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth?
I wonder what that even means. Withstand the truth, like the truth that it isn't a curse. It just comes down to your business practices and the unpredictability of capitalism?
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
She said there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. She said it's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system. Lie. The source is in the taxidermist's shop. Ooh. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place. Wild. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There are still leads to be followed, like that strange radio computer thing. There is another entity more malignant pulling the strings in Martinaise. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. Ooh. Could be. You know how to end it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try it. I feel like Kim might be really annoyed by this, but Harry seems to have this, like, strange insight into the supernatural, and she really believes it. And now, our brain is telling us, would she even be able to withstand the truth? It might break her, or I don't know. Then she has to blame herself for her failing business instead of the curse. But Inland Empire telling me that this could be a way out, to tell her there's another entity, but it isn't that lady. Let's try it. There's another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinaise. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it.
A third order presence, yes.
Aha, okay. She lets go of the pendant.
A great dark relief washes over her.
Okay.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in public.
She gestures for you to be silent. Ooh.
I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
She performs an X-shaped cross on her chest.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Okay, Kim. Pretty sure he's just not a believer, so I guess that was very, open-minded of him to say to her.
Yes, the venture continues. In other waters, darker waters.
Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
Maybe. Farewell for now, book peddler. Sorry if that was weirdly embarrassing for you, Kim. I know you're not a believer. I don't know if Harry's a believer, but the fact that he keeps having these sort of flashes about the city and seems to just know things makes me feel like, yeah, maybe there really is some supernatural shit, you know? Feels that way. Oh, let me, this way. Wait, this way? No. Maybe. What am I doing? I am trying to go this way. Okay. Wait, I wasn't trying to go this way, but now I see this. What's this? Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. How nice! Aww. I'm trying to make him run, and it keeps being weird, but okay, there we go. Now he's running. Jeez. Okay, here's the sign and the guy. Is this the guy? Hello.
Good morning to you, officers.
Can I have some of that salami? I guess? No. Goodbye. Let's interact with the sign again, because I bet you that guy over there. I bet you.
Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
Well, I can't really get to that guy, but I bet you that guy is that lady's husband. I bet you. But I wouldn't know how to get there. Can't click there or anything. What if I interact with this? I don't remember what it is.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Probably. Pull it.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Ah, okay. I don't know why you would push it harder. Release the lever.
The
Honestly,
spring
I
brings
doubt
the
it
lever
so
back
much.
to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal.
I know.
Some other way.
I know, but I don't know how.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Oh, was there? Okay. Maybe we only need to wait till Wednesday then. Whoa, autosave. Let me check out these updates, huh? Close the water lock on Wednesday. Okay. Then. So, Morel the cryptozoologist. Out in the reeds. We definitely need to just wait till we can close the water lock on Wednesday in order to do this. That's what it seems like anyway. We still need some more money to pay Gart for our room. Oh, we should talk to Joyce again. Absolutely. Let's talk to Joyce again. I think that's a good thing to do next. Alright, off we go. Ugh. Joyce was somewhere in this direction. Is that a bird? Is that a pretty bird? I wish I could interact with it, but I cannot, clearly. Which is a shame. I love the brush strokes on the boat. Oh my god. What the fuck's this? Oh, I actually remember clicking on this. It's just a wall, isn't it?
Just an ordinary wall.
Yep.
Nothing to see here.
Very low chance of making this check, so I'm not going to do it, but +2 from Cindy's artistic impulses being infectious. That's interesting. Oh, here's how we get here. That's right. And we could talk to this kid. What else is back here, though? Can't go this way, I see. Door that I think we couldn't open before. What is this? Nothing we can get to. Okie dokie. Understood. And we can't get here either, right? None of these places were places we could actually get to, huh? Okay. Good to know. Door.
There must be another way into the building.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fucking weird audio problem. Alright then. Alright. Back this way again. What's this? Don't know. Okie dokie. Also, why are we holding a flashlight still? Hold on a second. We don't actually have to be holding a flashlight. What could we be holding, though? But is there anything I could be holding that would actually help us? I don't know. Any clothes I could be wearing, maybe? Like this +1 to composure? This jacket gives him +1 to his spirit to corpse, though. White satin shirt. +1 to conceptualization, -1 to suggestion. There's also an insane mesh tank top with +1 to drama. Now that is hilarious. +1 physical instrument, huh? +1 electrochemistry. Ugh. +1 reaction speed. Orange bum hat. Should we try wearing the orange bum hat? Because I haven't even put that on him yet. Oh my god. He sure does look like he's wearing an orange bum hat. I will give him that much. Okay. I don't think we have to be equipping the flashlight right now. I don't know what he needs equipped right now, if anything, but maybe we could put the ledger in his hand. That might be a good idea. But it gives that -2 to authority, and one of our current objectives has to do with having enough authority. A door! Not a door we could open,
A
right?
sturdy metal door guards the southwest
Yeah,
entrance
we
to
knocked
the
already.
apartment building. It's locked.
We already knocked on it, and it was already locked. Okay. Oh, this person is still here. Let's talk to them again. Hi.
Hello again, officers.
Cindy the
Have you
Skull.
come to admire my mural?
No, I guess not, because we have apparently... Because I know we've... No, apparently she has nothing new to say. So. Catch you later, Cindy. What's up? Whoa. Hello.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Well, I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout. Ooh. Do you know something about these tattoos? Show her the photo. Ooh. Yeah.
That's the man who was killed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Ah, so you do know something about the tattoos then, huh?
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Better not to tie the forestay to the backstay on this. What?
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Really? Well, I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Word has traveled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has eyes on the intersection, but not ears.
Okay.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
Kind of want to ask this, actually. You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. What a wild question, but I gotta ask.
This reality?
She pulls her hood closer around her neck. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
That's an incredibly specific guess. Okay. She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
Okay. She takes a long sip of tea.
All right, you're in. Begin with the first one. You'll appear worldly.
Will I? Ooh. What are you? What is this? Spread your hands. This is hilarious. Okay. Holy shit. You'll appear worldly. I can't handle it, but sure. Where are we?
We're in Martinaise, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself. I don't know what that means, but sure.
Aren't we all?
Now I'm remembering when that disco ball was certainly holding itself over our corpse in our nightmare. Huh. And what is Martinaise exactly?
Martinaise is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou.
Oh.
Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinaise distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Clearly. So that's... Tell me more about Martinaise, I guess?
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now.
The reeds?
The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
Well, I would love to see those reeds. Maybe there's a cryptid in them. So that's Martinaise. What about Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
What makes it great?
History, detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay, who built this city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was it built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
DeLorean, huh? That's amusing. Why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered.
Really?
The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people. In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place. So we're pretty much at the center of the world. So we're on the periphery, basically nobody's. This sounds like pretty much what she's saying. We're in an unimportant part of an important place.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinaise is about...
She points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time.
Why?
There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
No recognition. Where are we? Something we just asked and have already had answered for us. I don't know any of this. Say nothing. That's what I'm gonna do. Observe the large body of water swelling. Cold.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Okay, you're right, Lieutenant. I will continue that later then.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Okay.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Well, all right then. Why don't I ask, what is this acute encephalopathy that you insisted I must have?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's probably definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
That's what happens the minute drinking and alcohol is even mentioned. That part of the brain starts losing its fucking mind. It's ready. It wants it right fucking now. And we will not give it to it. Give it to it. Yes, give our brain what it wants. We're not doing that.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
Wow.
Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it.
Indeed. Wipe that urge from your mind and get back to reality. Absolutely.
She stares at you, head
No more
tilted
alcohol.
to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
Listen, Harry with no memory, that is like, if anything were to give somebody a wake-up call that maybe they should, in fact, stop drinking, I think having lost your entire memory might be the wake-up call that some people need, and Harry probably, yeah. At least the version of Harry that I'm playing through. I think that woke him the fuck up. Just realizing how little he knows and how much he's lost all of a sudden. That doesn't make the addiction part of his brain go away. I mean, very clearly, look, here it is. That part gets so deep in the brain, it just can't really be escaped, even with no memory. It becomes part of your instinct, something beyond your consciousness. That's what makes it so hard to kick. Very low. Oh boy. What is this? Spread your hands. That's too funny. I'm doing it. Sounds fun.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant, what is this place here? Like the boat, I guess.
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up at the crumbling facade.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat. Oh. From a dilapidated balcony, Cindy the Skull gives Joyce the evil eye, her red paintbrush held to her throat. Whoa.
Wonderful.
You guys have something going on? Interesting. What is that? Point to Cindy the Skull.
The girl in the old lady rags?
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture, huh?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags.
Got it. So, in this universe, supraculture is, subculture in our world.
She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
She can wear her own dress code, play her little fantasy world, whatever she wants to do. Let her live her life. Okay, now explain the same thing but to a child. I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow. What? Why? What? Huh? More complicated somehow? Okay.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
I think right now I'm going to leave. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Not currently. Thank you. That's all for now. Now, I see that I have some updates here. Yes, I do. Let's see. We seem to have 2 skill points. I believe that's what these little diamond shapes are. Took me way too long to figure that out, dude. Holy shit. But that's what that's about. Okay. I'm considering adding 2. Something like encyclopedia, something like volition, or something like endurance. Those are the ones that are calling to me today. Actually, let me first look at the thoughts instead. Okay. 83% white morning. All right. What is this? Derealization? Huh. There's no temporary bonus to this one. Okay. Revachol Special Administrative Region. Le Caillou, the Insul Indian Ocean Coalition Government, Insul Indian Mission Command, name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Truvent, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all the thoughts, the one you truly must complete. Ooh. Huh. Okay. I kind of want to start internalizing this. Let me think. Which of these might I want to unlearn? I mean, forget. Forget is the word. Maybe I'll forget one of these. But which one? Learning cap for savoir-faire raised to 6. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Lonesome long way home. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 point to psyche. I wish I could have more thoughts. Ugh. Oh! Oh, because I have to unlock one. I got it. Okay, let's unlock a new slot. Yes. And then internalize it. Or at least try to. Alright, we've started internalizing another thought. Yay! Unfortunately that... Wait a second. We actually do have another skill point. I was about to say, unfortunately that means we have no more skill points. But apparently I was wrong. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. In that case... Should I level up Volition or Endurance? Those are the ones I'm leaning towards first. Let's go Volition. Let's go Volition. I love Volition. Volition feels often like the only part of my brain that's on my side. Not necessarily true, but that one, out of all of them, is definitely the one that seems to be hyping us up the most. Like, you can do this, girl. You can do this without the substances. Don't worry. And I appreciate that. Let's level it up. Woo! Accept changes and clothes. Oh, yeah. Reality lowdown. Or return later. Should I keep asking her questions, though? I don't know what the benefit would be to waiting.
You're back.
I am. I think I want to see if I can
help
finish...
you with?
Let's see if I can finish questions.
More lessons in basic reality? My
Yeah,
favorite
just a
part of the day. Go ahead. Ask me anything.
My favorite part of the day. Just little questions. Little questions. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth.
The smile of a predator.
Oh.
No doubt what she's got in mind.
Interesting. You've got a predatory streak. That's accusatory. I don't want to scare her off. She might be able to help us as the game goes on. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Ah. And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next. Who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out? Yes, probably.
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intra-species warfare.
And the apes? Were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
She looks at you, her gaze sharp. Okay. Neutral.
On the other hand...
She turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront, then shivers slightly. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists.
Oh.
Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution.
Oh, wow.
But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Whoa.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Wow. Did the communists and the anarchists fight back? Shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Oh boy. Truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
The lieutenant mumbles from behind his notes.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
I had a deluge too. In my head. Point to your little head. What? That is the cutest and weirdest sentence. My little head. Did anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people.
I bet.
Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Huh. Amusing.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Smart king, cowardly king. I loved that king. Fucking communists. I'm gonna go with cowardly king. I mean, he abdicated and just basically skedaddled. That does feel pretty cowardly.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing. So he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place.
Ooh. That's awful.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
And who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
She looks up to the sky, then inland at the crumbling city. Okay, and by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, but you just said that the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
And who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
I don't think I am a moralist, ma'am. Not just technically, practically as well. I like what I've heard about these people. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes, I am. And also, not. How goofy. Sorry for hitting my mic again. I'm pretty sure it's still working though, which is a good thing. But here we are. We're talking about moralism here. And in this world, moralism. Keeping everything exactly the way it is. That doesn't sound great, right? Like, yes, sounds like the moralist government technically makes us as RCM police officers moralist, but moralism in this world sounds kinda like a weird centrist position. I don't really see a lot of good in a government that just wants to keep things the same. Kind of stay out of it. Just that's never a good attitude to have. Personally, I'm of the belief that if you stay out of an issue, you are choosing a side, and you're choosing the side that has the most power. I don't think I am a moralist, ma'am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
That's not really what I meant. I'm anti-head shooting. When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
Why? Turn of the century?
The revolution began in 02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
Ah. What did this Zarath do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
What? No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue.
Way.
The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
What? Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in 08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
She spread her arms, raincoat flapping in the wind.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
Huh.
Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Our lives are very different from each other. Probably true. But I gotta know, what is the zone of control? What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
Another flash sideways, so to speak?
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been like this for how long exactly?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
And were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
She curtsies.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Baby, we got a skill point. Awesome. Okay.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
She looks at the crumbling tenements, paint flecking from the stone.
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
Her voice is almost wistful. What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
Good question.
No, her first.
Volition, huh? I like volition. Let's listen to it. I asked you. Who are you in all of this?
And I asked you.
But I asked
Past
first.
less detective of the citizens' militia. What insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing.
The death thing? Oh my goodness. What, this? I would have killed more? 400 million if that's what it took. No, oh my goodness. Yeah, I would have... That's actually such a good point. I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Sareth drove those people mad, which is so surprising. To think that a revolution would come from some kind of brain-eating thing. Some kind of pandemic. And not in a political uprising kind of way because of the way the government's treating a pandemic, but apparently the pandemic itself was a disease that made people crazy. And that is just bananas. Very surprising. Because it sounds like an uprising was needed. Very bizarre. I probably would have sought a medical solution, though, because if that's really the thing, I don't know. I hope this doesn't sound like it's anti-revolution, though. Do you know what I mean?
A cold creeps up your spine, reaching its tendrils up your neck, toward the back of your head.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion? A complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago.
What the fuck do I know, lady? Some hygiene, modest social care, and perhaps a little research program, honestly. Yeah. Liquidate the rabid, prion-infested dogs who want to kill everyone with cleansing artillery fire. Harsh. With privatized healthcare and a work ethic that does not turn your brain into sponge tissue. Well. With some hygiene, probably. Modest social care and perhaps a little research program. Or privatized healthcare. I mean... Yeah. Maybe. Hygiene, care, and research.
The wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence. The charge dissipates into the dark water. All is quiet on the Martinaise inlet.
There is peace in the heart.
Holy shit, I wonder whose voice that was.
Good hygiene. Really. A very moderate solution to an extreme problem. It's those sort of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad.
You might be right, dude. You really might, but it sounds like they didn't do much. And let's be real, hygiene can genuinely help a shitload. Wash your hands. Fucking wear your masks, you know? It really helps stop the spread of shit that's killing people or driving people mad in this world. Yeah.
When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more robust state response might have been appropriate.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
Ooh. The lieutenant puts down his notes for a moment.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Oh, Kim, I want to hug him.
Understandable.
That's enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Think of something close to you. You have an even chance? I'll try it.
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinaise?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
Who's Tequila Sunset? I'm wondering if that... I don't know. I wonder if maybe they're referring to Harry. I don't know. So curious, though. Goddamn.
We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
She says energetically. The Revachol Citizens Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good. And what is the Revachol Citizens Militia? We know, sweetie, but okay.
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The lieutenant steps in to make a gesture encompassing you both. You said de facto?
Yes. That means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
The lieutenant looks up from his notes. So I'm basically a lackey of capital? So I'm basically a thrall to foreign interests? So I'm basically one of the good guys? Or so I'm basically going to avoid this subject and ask the next question in this line of inquiry? So I'm basically a lackey of capital?
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
She leans in.
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
Wild.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Okay.
Ravacholians get to keep the peace in Ravachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Okay. Well, thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
She bows and smiles. Okay. Well, you know what? I think that's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
That's all for right now. Okay. Oh.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinaise.
Huh. You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? Oh no. We're being too centrist for this game, I think. Uh-oh. Goddamn. You must be mistaken. I'm a radical. At least I try to be. But let's be real. I don't understand yet the ins and outs of the politics in this world. And to be fair, neither does Harry. He doesn't know anything. You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical.
Of course, a radical centrist. In these bright and loud times where 1,000 frequencies drown one another out, sober thinking is a radical act.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Huh? First, where is this Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
Okay. But what about all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
Not quite what I was trying to say,
You
but
may
sure.
never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What benevolence. What a fucking joke.
Wait, is the Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things, or just preserving the status quo? Huh. Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like? Is it really about doing things, or just preserving the status quo?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
That's not a fair question. That's way too hard a question to answer with either a yes or a no. Way, way, way too vague and non-specific a question. Because yes and no, this being a yes or no question, is wild. to be not a fan of status quo in general, it feels so strange to say yes. But yes, bloodshed is not good. Status quo, also not good. If we're trying to get to a point of change and that has to happen incrementally, is the status quo remaining for a while, at least? Is that worth it? I suppose. To avoid violence and death and misery, right? But I feel weird about it. I'm still gonna say it. I just feel really weird about it. Yes?
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Okay, but what is the kingdom of conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe.
Okay.
Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
What? Sounds incredible! Allons-y! Let's go there right now. That seems fine. I still want to live for the present, though. That sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist anymore. I don't think I want to be a moralist anyway. But change happening slowly, I also agree with. Fuck. Goodness gracious, I keep getting interrupted today, but it's alright, I'm here. What were we doing? Jeez Louise. Right. Kingdom of Conscience. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, it really does kind of sound like just preserving the status quo, you know? And as much as I prefer most things to bloodshed, so, yeah. I don't necessarily think that preserving the status quo is preferable necessarily to chaos. I think chaos can be the necessary growing pain for actual change. Bloodshed, I don't know. Listen, maybe I'm just a little bit too, I don't know, pacifist, maybe even naive, but bloodshed to me never sounds like a good thing. Still. Volition seems to like it. Electrochemistry, not so much. Lasting change does happen gradually. But, see, I just don't know the ins and outs of this system because while change does happen gradually, too gradual means no change happens. It's not real. It's an illusion. But the opposite, in which there's tons of bloodshed and everyone's getting, you know, shot in the head, as our friend here has told us, that doesn't sound great either. No shit. I just don't know how good I feel about kind of agreeing with this centrist position. It feels weird. It does sound incredible, right? It sounds like it. But it's not real. Is it? It's just or is it actually something we're working towards, or are you just preserving the status quo? Your children won't see it. Your grandchildren might not see it. No excuse not to keep working at it. As much as I agree with that part, that it is not an excuse to not work on the future, is anything being done about the future? Because I'm not really seeing that. You know? How can I know? In all of human history, it's only ever been achieved a handful of times. How many times? 0? A handful, apparently. But that just seems crazy. A 1,000 frequencies drown one another out. Sober thinking is a radical act. I don't know how I feel about this one. Sounds kind of terrible and sounds like also somehow a good thing. Opt in or opt out? Didn't we already opt into something very pro-communism? That seems fine. Oh god, I still want to live for the present though.
What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming, whether you like it or not. Only very slowly.
Okay. Well, alright then. Sure, I guess. Whew, that was certainly an interaction, wasn't it? We have turned down moralism, apparently. And yet, I'm feeling some kind of way about it, and I don't know what I'm even feeling. Oh my god, is this a way I could walk up, or did I imagine that? No, I'm imagining it. That's not a way I could walk up. There is no way up. Which sucks ass, because I would really like to come up. Hello?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Ugh, no. Goodbye, Cindy. Oh, a person! What's this? Can I see this from here? No. Can I talk to him from here? Hello?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Okay.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on around here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in some kind of trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
Okay.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Okay.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Yep. Actually, the whatever the hell he just said that I can't pronounce really does need to talk to you. Ooh, I'm actually wondering if he doesn't want to talk to us. So what if asking for a cigarette is our only way in? I'm gonna avoid it because of the whole addiction thing that we're trying to help him get past. We really need to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Okay. Well, it looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme.
Gendarme.
Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did I? Did you? Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Ooh, someone else asked you.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
Great.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
That's a great image.
Someone hides behind a curtain.
Ooh.
Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinaise.
You are a liar.
Martin Martinaise? Good local name.
Uh-huh.
Let's go with that.
All right. We'll talk later, I guess, dude. Fuck.
No. We won't.
Okay. He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It can't be retried. Oh, no, I'm scared. Suggestion. Convince him to stay. Oh, fuck.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. Lower your voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
Really? His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Ooh.
It's a sign.
Hell yeah.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Okay. There he goes.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running.
Oh.
Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great. Let's do that. Thoughts complete! White morning. Ooh, okay. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning. A modern death. Divorce. Or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Ooh, little guy gets smaller and smaller. More distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Man, am I curious about these vague way that this is described. Divorce or something similar. A modern death. I don't think this is mourning a death. It sounds more like it's mourning a relationship. But boy oh boy, if the little guy getting smaller and calling the world a bit of a dollhouse and, you know, talking about making him small, less you, it's very clearly him separating himself from himself, basically depersonalizing. Derealization seems to be a serious problem, clearly. I'm pretty sure that's quite literally one of the thought names. Derealization. But it's almost describing an out-of-body experience as he totally dissociates. But it's definitely describing dissociation of some kind. It's so sad. I can't wait to find out more details, yo. I really want to find more answers. I am so intrigued and so... I don't know. I'm so fucking wired by this sort of abstract descriptions. It makes me so excited. Ah! Except, I guess. Look at that. Okay. And then there it is, derealization. Yeah. The problem. You see yourself from above. You're passed out. Yes, we've got that dissociation thing happening. He puts on his disco clothes, gets smaller and smaller. As you rise above the dollhouse world, you see him out in the snow on the streets. Wild. But I think I have another skill point. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Wait. Oh, I'm hitting buttons. Too many buttons I'm hitting. Oh my gosh. Too many buttons. Is there anything else that I wanted to... Oh, yes. I've got a few things here. Rigorous self-critique. One sorry piece of shit. I want to start that one. I really do. I feel like I should probably be adding more to my actual stats, but can I actually resist this? I don't think I can. We're doing it. Hell yeah. Rigorous self-critique. Let's internalize. We're doing it. We got two thoughts going at once. Rigorous self-critique and derealization. Jamais vu? Jamais vu. Maybe. Now what's going on? Smoker on the balcony. Yes. Find a way inside the large apartment building in the north. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so excited. I hope he has something to tell us. Where shall we go? What rock was he... Oh! I guess this one. I'll interact with it in a second. What's this? Nothing we can actually interact with. Understood. Let's interact with the rock. Hello, rock.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Maybe. Turn it over?
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
Perfect.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and a man can be in any of them.
True. How are we gonna find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Okay, put the stone back. Okay. Now, it's approximately noon in this in-game day, but despite the fact that I don't think we've really done that much today, I have been going for quite a while. I still have things to do today, so unfortunately I am going to leave things here for now. But I will be back very soon, don't worry. I know I was absent for a bit because I got sick and life got really crazy, but thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you've enjoyed our time together, please consider doing the YouTube thing. Liking, commenting, subscribing, hyping, whatever you feel like doing. It would really help me out. I love and appreciate you so much. Please be kind to yourself, take care of yourself, take extra good care of your animals and human children, please. And stay soft, because the world is definitely hard enough already. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Mwah.